Your phone looks simple, but inside it, there's a powerful system controlling everything you do. And here's the crazy part. Not all phones run the same system, and some are way more different than you think. Let's start with the most popular one, Android. Android is everywhere. Samsung, Xiaomi, OnePlus, even Google's own Pixel phones all run on Android. And the biggest reason behind its success is simple: freedom. With Android, you can change almost everything. You can customize your home screen, install apps from outside the Play Store, and even completely change the system if you want. No other mobile system gives you this level of control. And it's not just about features. Android phones come in every price range, from cheap budget phones to expensive flagship devices. There's something for everyone. But this freedom comes with a cost. Not all Android phones get regular updates. Some brands add unnecessary apps, which can slow things down. And sometimes, two Android phones with the same power can feel completely different. Still, if you want flexibility, Android is hard to beat. Now let's talk about its biggest rival, iOS. iOS is completely different. It only runs on iPhones, and instead of giving you freedom, Apple focuses on control and perfection. Because Apple makes both the hardware and software, everything feels smooth. Apps open faster, animations feel cleaner, and even older iPhones keep running well for years. Another big advantage is Apple's ecosystem. If you have a MacBook, iPad, or Apple Watch, everything just connects, almost like all your devices are one. But here's the downside. iOS is very restrictive. You can't install apps from outside the App Store. Customization is limited, and sometimes even simple things feel unnecessarily complicated. Windows Phone. Now this one is interesting because it actually had a real chance. Windows Phone was Microsoft's attempt to compete with Android and iOS. And honestly, it was smooth, fast, and looked completely different. Instead of icons, it used live tiles, which showed real-time updates. It felt modern, even ahead of its time. But one thing destroyed it: apps. Developers focused on Android and iOS, so Windows Phone users didn't get popular apps on time. No apps, no users, and slowly it disappeared. Microsoft officially shut it down in 2017. BlackBerry OS. Before smartphones became smart, BlackBerry was king. It was the favorite of business people, CEOs, even world leaders. Why? Because of its email system and physical keyboard. Typing on a BlackBerry felt fast and satisfying. It was also known for strong security. But then, touchscreen phones took over, and BlackBerry couldn't keep up. It tried to adapt, but it was too late. Slowly, it disappeared.
HarmonyOS. HarmonyOS is Huawei's own operating system. It was created when Huawei lost access to Google services. At first glance, it looks a lot like Android, but Huawei designed it to work across multiple devices: phones, tablets, smartwatches, even smart home gadgets. The idea is simple: one system, all devices connected. In China, HarmonyOS is growing very fast, but outside China, there's a big problem. Many popular apps are missing, which makes it harder for everyday users. KaiOS. KaiOS is made for simple, low-cost phones, not smartphones, but those classic phones with buttons. Even with limited hardware, KaiOS can run apps like WhatsApp, YouTube, and Google Maps. That's why it's popular in developing countries. It gives internet access to people who can't afford expensive smartphones. But of course, it's very limited. You won't get advanced features or heavy apps. Firefox OS. Firefox OS had a very bold idea. It wanted to run everything using web apps instead of normal apps. It was lightweight, simple, and aimed at low-cost devices. But it didn't get enough support from developers, and without apps, it couldn't survive. so eventually it was shut down. Graphene OS. Graphene OS is all about one thing: privacy. It's a special version of Android that removes Google services and tracking. It's designed for people who don't trust big tech companies. It also includes advanced security features to protect against hacking. But here's the catch. Many popular apps don't work properly without Google services, so for normal users, it can feel difficult to use. Ubuntu Touch. Ubuntu Touch is based on Linux. It's made for people who want a completely open-source alternative. One of its coolest features, you can connect your phone to a monitor and use it like a desktop computer. Sounds amazing, right? But there's a problem. Very few apps, very small user base, so it's mostly used by tech enthusiasts. Sailfish OS. Sailfish OS is focused on privacy and independence. It was developed in Europe as an alternative to Google and Apple. What makes it unique is its gesture-based interface. No traditional buttons, everything works with swipes. It can even run some Android apps, which makes it a bit more practical. But there's a problem. It's not widely available. Very few devices support it, and app support is still limited. So for most people, it's not a daily use option. And that's the reality of the smartphone world. It's not just about features, it's about apps, users, and ecosystem. Key takeaways. Today, almost every smartphone runs on just two systems, Android and iOS. All the others? They tried, they innovated, some even felt better. But in the end, they couldn't survive the ecosystem battle. And maybe that's the biggest lesson here. The best technology doesn't always win. The one with the strongest ecosystem does. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Nano Explainer for more simple tech breakdowns.